Hello and welcome back to Loud Creations. Today is part 3 of a mead that I started back in August of 2022. So this was the first mead I made for my Moons and Mead series. I did it on the new moon in Virgo. And then I racked it for the full moon in Pisces. Well, we're coming up on the new moon in Pisces, and that was kind of my timing for these to make sure I aged them for a significant amount of time. Gave it a solid 6 months. So we're back to new moon in Pisces, and I'm going to call it good. Let's see. So I racked it on October 2nd, and it had a gravity reading of 1.020. So what I'm going to do today is I'm going to rack it into my pitcher. I'm going to take a gravity reading and do a little tasting. I do have my homemade lavender extract, and my homemade vanilla extract is not ready yet, so I got this. I also brought a little bit of honey to possibly back sweeten this. Yeah, so let's start with step 1. All right, so it's a little watery, has some drips coming off of it here, but I'm going to go ahead and just use it. This is my auto siphon, so I'm going to put the pump part here. Let's take this out. Oh, whoop. Okay. I am making a mess here, guys. Okay. All right, this is going now. So I'm just racking from the secondary container into my pitcher, and it has cleared out really nicely. So I'm going to try to avoid the leaves on the bottom. There's still some sediment you can see at the bottom of the container. Oh, I smell the lavender. So this is lavender vanilla. I put 1/3 of a cup of lavender and I fermented on it. And that's why I might want to add a little bit of my extract to make the lavender pop out a little bit more, depending on what this tastes like. And same with the vanilla. I'm going to go ahead and use an extract. I have 1 vanilla bean, but I'm saving that for another project. So, yeah, I will just speed this up. Looks like I have 96 ounces, and that is nice and clear. Oh, what to do next? I'm going to take a gravity reading. This is probably the longest I've let a mead age before I bottled it. Especially the beginning, because I ended up just drinking the meads, and then you find that things taste a lot better when you let them age. The flavors pop out more. You get rid of the smell from the gases. And I'll do one more there. I'm really hoping not to back sweeten this, but .020. It has not changed. So we are at 1.020. I have my big goblet. I'm going to taste this. Pour a little in here. Pour the rest back in here. My guess is I'll need to add vanilla. I put my vanilla bean, if I recall, I put my vanilla bean in primary. And kind of has a lemony smell to it. Yeah, I smell the lavender. I'm not really, it is soft, like it's softened, and I really think vanilla does that. Like just kind of anything that's like really crisp, it kind of softens the edge on that. I'm gonna go ahead and give it a taste. Wow. I'm not gonna do anything to this. So there's the hint of lavender, and there's a flavor in there I can't even describe. It's like, it must be the combination of the lavender and the vanilla, but it tastes almost like a pastry or something. And this isn't super sweet. I mean, 1.020, I guess that's a sweet mead. It's perfect for my liking. It's kind of what I'm into, is a little bit on the sweeter side. But I haven't been the greatest about letting things age. And now with this, having waited 6 months, which is, like I said, the longest I've waited. I mean, I've drank bottles that are more than 6 months old, I guess. I don't know. This one is wonderful. Highly recommend it. If you like vanilla, I would recommend putting a vanilla bean in secondary, or do what I do. I like using extracts, especially if I'm making them myself. It's just kind of a fun project, and it's easier than dealing with solids in your mead. I just, I guess I want to avoid that. But when I start my Mellow Mel series, which is coming up on the next video that I do, I'm going to be doing strawberries and cream. And I'm definitely putting strawberries into secondary because I want it to be very strawberry-y. Anyway, back to this. This is wonderful. Turned out great. I'm going to enjoy every moment of drinking this. Incredible. Anyway, I'm going to now bottle. Alrighty. I'm going to be putting them in swing top bottles. I'm going to just, okay, hopefully I have enough bottles. Let's actually, before I get going, I gotta have my bottles here. I'm gonna check what the ABV is on them. What? Okay. Okay, so this one's dangerous. It does not taste like it has a high alcohol content, but it is over 17%. So, because my starting gravity was 1.15, which is pretty high, and I thought I overdid it, but it tastes wonderful. Wow. All right, final step in the brewing process anyway. I have my bottling wand. It has this little lever on it, so when you, dripping water everywhere, when it touches the bottom of the bottle, it pushes the button and allows the fluid to flow. Then you lift it out and it stops, which is great. Saves your floor from having a lot of mead. I put it on the end. I try not to put it too far in because I've gotten it stuck on there before. This is like maybe 1/3 of an inch, if that. I'm going to go ahead and just put this in the bottle. Whoa, I got this. And then here's my auto siphon, putting the pump together, what is going on here? Okay. This is easier to do when you have someone helping you, but as it is, I don't. So I'm going to start bottling. Okay, what the heck? Is there something going on here? Oh, that's what it is. Sorry, Mead. I hope I'm not messing you up. You want to make sure you're pushing the bottling wand down when you start bottling. That's another little, seems like an obvious tip, but I just forgot to do it. So I like to get them pretty far up into the neck, and then when you pull it out, it drops back down because of the space taken up by the wand. And oh, this is so exciting. I'm gonna have to put at least half of the bottles away for a tasting a year out. So this is already at 6 months. I bet it will be even better in a year. Woo. If there's a little bit left, well, I guess I'll save this. See how clear that is? It's wonderful. Yeah. All right, so I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 little bottles, and then I don't know, like a little more than a third of a 6th bottle, which I will be enjoying. Not in all one sitting though. This is, it's only noon. Okay, so the last step. Wow, so good. The last step is to label your bottles. Yeah. I'm going to put what it is and the ABV and the date that I started this. So I put what this is. This is Lavender Vanilla Mead. It is, I'm putting the date that I made it. So that's August of 22. And the ABV is 17.06. I highly recommend this combo. If you're into lavender, this is really turned out really well. And I'll go ahead and put my recipe in the description for this video if you're interested in trying it out. And yeah, I went a little light on the lavender. I think that's the way to go because a little goes a long way. I hope this video was useful, and I will see you next time. Thank you.